Alex sat on the edge of the porch, staring at the empty street. The late afternoon sun painted long shadows across the sidewalk. In his hand, he held his phone, its screen lit with Sam's name. He had sent Sam a message an hour ago, but there was still no reply. Sam had moved away 2 months ago. They had grown up together, side by side, from muddy playgrounds to late-night study sessions. When Sam left, Alex felt a hole open inside him. The laughter, the shared jokes, the comfort of knowing someone cared, those things now lived only in memory. Every morning, Alex woke up hoping for a message. Every night, he checked his phone one last time before bed, but the inbox stayed empty. He replayed their last day in his mind. They had hugged on the front steps of Sam's house. Sam had said, "We will talk every day, I promise." Alex had smiled and nodded, though his heart felt heavy. Now Alex did not know what to do. He wanted to reconnect, but did not know how. He worried that Sam had new friends, a new life, and had forgotten him. Still, Alex refused to give up hope. He remembered the stories they had read about humanity's greatest moments. People overcame vast distances with simple acts of kindness. People built bridges where walls once stood. Alex believed that same spirit lived inside him. He could use it to bring Sam back, even if Sam lived hours away by phone or thousands of miles by road. That afternoon, Alex stood up and walked inside. He opened his laptop and typed a new message. "Hey Sam, I miss you. How are things?" He paused. Then, he deleted it. "Just that," he muttered. He stared at the blank text box. He remembered how Sam loved funny memes. So he searched online for a silly picture of a cat in space. He attached it to the message and added, "Thought you'd like this. Hope you were okay?" Then he hit send. He waited. The seconds ticked by. No reply. Alex felt his chest tightened. He took a deep breath and stepped away from the computer. He needed a plan that showed Sam how much he cared, something more than a message. In his drawer, Alex found a small box. It was empty now, but once it held a friendship bracelet. He dug through old things until he found the colorful threads and the tiny beads they had used to make bracelets together. He smiled at the memories of sitting on the lawn, fingers twisting thread, laughing when they tangled. A new idea formed. He would make a bracelet for Sam. He chose beads in Sam's favorite colors, green and silver. Then he wove the threads, carefully thinking of each laugh and inside joke they shared. As he worked, he felt hope grow in his chest. When he finished, the bracelet looked simple but full of meaning. He tied it around a small card. On the card he wrote, "Dear Sam, I made this for you. Even though you are far, our friendship still feels close. I hope this reminds you of our fun times. Let's find a way to talk soon." Alex took the card and bracelet to the post office the next morning. He watched as the clerk stamped the package and sent it on its way. He felt proud. He had done something real. Back at home, Alex did not just wait. He decided to take other small steps. He signed up for the same online game they both loved. He knew Sam used that game to keep in touch with old friends. He created a simple profile name that Sam would recognize, Alex the Builder. He also wrote down a list of ideas for them to do together over video chat. Cook a simple meal side by side, show each other new music, draw pictures on a shared online whiteboard, even drafted a plan to visit Sam next month, once school holidays began. He knew it would take time and money, but he was determined. Each day, Alex sent one message, one piece of art, or one game invite. Sometimes, Sam replied quickly. Other times Alex waited, but he never gave up. With each small action, Alex showed the strength of his hope and the power of human spirit. One evening, a notification pinged on his phone. "Coming game invite from Alex Builder, Sam." Alex's heart raced. He opened the invite and joined the game lobby. Sam's avatar appeared on the screen. "Hey," Sam typed, "I got your bracelet. I loved it. I'm sorry I didn't reply sooner. Things got busy." Alex smiled so wide that his family asked, "What was wrong?" He typed back, "I'm glad you got it. Let's play." As they began the game, Alex realized something important. Distance was real, but it did not have to break them. Human hearts could reach across any gap. With hope, kindness, and honesty, people could reconnect and grow stronger together. Alex felt a warm glow inside. This was only the first step, but he knew they were moving forward. And as humanity had shown again and again, no challenge was too big when people stood united and never lost hope. Alex woke early the next morning with a new idea. He remembered how Sam loved art and drawing. If words felt empty, maybe pictures could speak louder. He opened his sketchbook and carefully began to draw a simple scene. Two friends standing on a hill under strange alien skies. He used bright colors and smiled as he drew their faces full of joy. When he finished, he felt a spark of hope. He took a photo of the drawing and sent it to Sam with a message. "I made this for you. Let's draw together sometime." Hours passed. Alex paced the room, his heart pounding. He wondered if Sam would care, and finally his phone buzzed. "I love it," Sam wrote. "Can you teach me to draw like that?" Alex's chest swelled with pride and relief. That night, they set up a video call. Alex pulled his phone close, and the screen showed Sam's bright smile. They opened a free online drawing app. Alex shared his screen and showed the basic tools: brush, color, picker, and layers. He spoke slowly, explaining each step. Sam watched and followed along, sketching the same sky. Alex felt a thrill. He was teaching his best friend something new. As they drew, they talked about small things: the weather, their favorite songs, and the food they missed from their old hometown. The distance still felt real, but it mattered less now that they shared time and ideas. Alex realized that even with hundreds of miles between them, they could still build memories together. He felt proud of human spirit, how people could connect any way they chose. After their art session, Alex thought of another plan. He wrote down a list of little projects they could do together. Maybe they could cook the same recipe at the same time. Maybe they could read a book aloud together, or they could record short video messages and send them back and forth. Each idea was a bridge. Each idea showed that Alex refused to let distance win. He shared the list with Sam. "Pick one," he typed. "Let's schedule it." Sam chose cooking. They agreed to make simple vegetable soup. Alex found a recipe online and printed it. He bought fresh carrots, onions, and potatoes. He set everything on his kitchen counter, feeling excited and a little nervous. When the day came, Alex set his laptop on a chair, facing the counter. On call, Alex and Sam chopped vegetables side by side. Alex showed how to slice carrots into thin rounds. Sam laughed when a piece rolled off the cutting board. They added spices and tasted the broth. The kitchen smelled warm and comforting. For a moment, Alex forgot the empty street and the weight of sadness. He felt connected, creative, and alive. When the soup was ready, they each held a bowl up to the camera. "Cheers," Alex said. Sam smiled and sipped. "Ate. This is really good," Sam said. "Thank you." Alex felt a wave of joy. He had reached across space and touched Sam's life. He understood that simple acts, a drawing session, a shared meal, could warm the heart like nothing else. In the weeks that followed, Alex kept sending small surprises. He mailed Sam a packet of rare tea that grew in his town's hills. He composed a short piece of music on his phone and sent the audio file. He even recorded himself reading a favorite poem and asked Sam to read the next stanza. Each gesture carried a piece of his world. One evening, Alex sat on his porch again, but this time he held an envelope Sam had sent. Inside was a small painting of Alex and Sam on a hill under the alien sky, Sam's version of his drawing. There was also a note: "Thank you for bringing me into your world. You always inspire me." Alex felt tears in his eyes. He understood then that distance could be closed with care, creativity, and courage. Alex looked up at the stars, thought of the infinite galaxy beyond them. He felt small, but strong. Humanity had built starships, cured diseases, and explored great mysteries. Yet the greatest power lay in simple acts of kindness and hope. Alex knew that no matter how far someone moved away, the human heart could reach any distance. And with hope, people would always find a way back to each other. Alex woke with a fresh idea. The bridge between him and Sam was growing stronger, but Alex wanted something bigger, something that would feel almost real. He remembered a story about humanity's first steps on the moon. People from Earth worked together across many distances to stand on another world. If humans could do that, Alex thought, he could build a small world where he and Sam could meet. He spent the morning researching free virtual reality apps. He found one that let users create simple rooms and share them with friends. It was like building a tiny house in the stars. Alex downloaded the app and watched tutorials. His fingers hovered over the keyboard as he imagined a place for him and Sam. He chose a model of a wooden cottage by a calm lake under twin suns. He picked soft green grass and pale blue water. He added lanterns that glowed with warm light. He placed 2 chairs near the water's edge, facing each other. Every choice carried meaning. The cottage reminded him of home, the lake of peace, and the twin suns of hope shining across any distance. When the room was ready, Alex tested it. He put on a cheap headset and stepped inside. The lake rippled at his feet. The cottage stood behind him. The lanterns glowed. He felt a quiet thrill. The world he built felt alive. He smiled at his own reflection in the water. This place could hold their memories and new moments too. Sent Sam the link. "I built a room," he wrote. "Want to meet me here?" He waited with his phone in his hand. The sun moved across the sky outside his window. Alex's heart beat fast. He stared at the empty feed, imagining Sam's reply. At last, a notification popped up. "On my way." That evening, Alex put on the headset again. Clicked the link. Moments later, Sam appeared in the virtual cottage, avatar shaking with a slight lag. Sam looked around, mouth open. "Alex, this is amazing," Sam said. They explored together. Alex floated toward the water and showed Sam how to skip stones. Even in VR, the stones left rings of light as they touched the surface. Sam laughed, sending ripples across the lake. Alex felt warmth not just from the headset, but from seeing Sam's joy. They sat in the chairs side by side in VR. Alex spoke softly. "I wanted us to find a new way to sit together." Sam nodded, eyes bright. "This feels like us," Sam said. "I can almost hear the wind." For an hour they talked about their dreams. Sam said they missed hiking in the woods back home. Alex showed a small path he had built beside the cottage, a narrow trail that led into painted trees. Down it, looking up at the virtual leaves, trees swayed in the fake breeze. As the session ended, Alex felt hope fill him. The room was just code and pixels, but it let them share a world. He knew that humans could overcome bigger challenges, but this small world mattered too. It showed that creativity and care could close any gap. The next day, Alex woke with another plan. He wanted to send something physical that connected to the VR room. Collected a small glass jar and filled it with colored sand green for grass, blue for water, and yellow for sunlight. He glued a tiny paper chair inside the jar so it looked like the cottage by the lake. He fixed a note to the jar. "This is our world in a bottle. Let its sands remind you of hope." He mailed the jar to Sam. He knew it might rattle in transit, but he trusted the mail service that carried letters across oceans every day. While he waited, Alex built more features in the VR room. A small telescope on the cottage porch, a canvas with an empty frame where they could paint together, and a stone path that spelled friendship beneath the water. Each update made the room richer and more theirs. Days later, Alex received a photo from Sam. The jar had arrived intact. Inside, the colors glowed softly. The little chair stood proudly in the middle. Alex saw Sam's hands holding it. Sam wrote, "It's perfect. I feel like I'm right there with you." Alex smiled so wide that his mother noticed. He felt proud of the human spirit, how people could build worlds with imagination and bridge gaps with small jars of sand. He replied to Sam, "We'll keep building. Next time we paint the canvas together." That night, Alex opened the VR app and found a new canvas waiting. He picked a brush and chose bright colors. He thought of Sam's favorite painting style, bold strokes and happy shapes. He started a simple sketch of 2 friends under the twin suns. As the pixels appeared on the canvas, he felt hope once more. Distance was still there, but Alex knew it could not break them. Humans had crossed oceans and walked on the moon, had created art that lasted centuries. Humans had learned to send thoughts and laughter through metal wires and radio waves. Alex believed that as long as people tried, they could always find a way back to each other. In the quiet of his room, Alex saved his painting and sent an invite to Sam. A moment later, Sam joined. Together, they painted the final strokes: a bright sun and two tiny figures smiling at each other. The canvas glowed under the VR sky. Alex leaned back in his chair, heart full. He had built a world, sent a gift, and shared new dreams. He saw that hope was not just a feeling, but an action. With each idea and each small gift, he proved that the human spirit could bridge any distance. And as he and Sam painted their new world, Alex knew their friendship would grow stronger than ever. Alex woke to the soft hum of his computer. Today, he felt a new question in his heart. What makes Sam's new home special? Wanted to learn more about the place Sam lived now. If he could share that world, then their distance might feel smaller. He sent Sam a message. Can you teach me one thing about your town? He waited, tapping his foot. After a few minutes, his phone buzzed. Sure, I'll show you my favorite food. Alex smiled. He loved the idea of sharing a meal, even across screens. Sam sent a link to a small bakery in a town square. Alex clicked and saw photos of warm bread, colorful pastries, and steaming cups of spiced tea. He watched a short video Sam had recorded. The baker pulled fresh loaves from the oven, the crust golden and crisp. This is called honey brioche, Sam explained. Sweet and soft. Alex opened a notebook and wrote, honey brioche. Then he searched online for a recipe. He found one that looked doable. He studied the steps. Mix flour, yeast, eggs, milk, butter, and honey. He smiled at the thought of trying something new. That afternoon, Alex gathered his kitchen tools. He weighed flour in a bowl, cracked eggs into a cup, and measured honey by the spoonful. He followed each step carefully. When the dough formed, he let it rise under a cloth. As it grew, he thought of Sam watching too. While the dough rested, Alex drew a map of Sam's town. He took screenshots of the bakery and the town square. Then he sketched a simple outline and labeled the streets in his notebook. He wanted to know how to guide a friend through the place. When the dough had doubled, Alex shaped it into small loaves. He brushed them with egg wash and sprinkled a little sugar on top. The kitchen filled with a sweet, warm smell. Alex felt something bright in his chest, hope that came from learning and doing. He placed the loaves in the oven and set a timer. While they baked, he sent Sam a photo of his notes and sketches. I'm making your honey brioche, he wrote. Here is my map of your town. He had sent and waited. The timer rang. Alex pulled the loaves out, careful not to burn his fingers. The brioche looked golden. He let them cool. Then he sliced one piece, its inside soft and fragrant. He took a bite. The sweetness surprised him in a good way. He closed his eyes and imagined Sam enjoying it too. His phone chimed. Sam had replied, Your map is great. Your brioche looks perfect. I want to try your version. Alex felt a rush of joy. He agreed to a video call at dinner time. That evening, Alex set up his laptop on the kitchen table. Next to it, he placed a plate with 2 slices of brioche. On the screen, Sam's face appeared, holding a piece of the local treat. They smiled at each other. They ate slowly. Each bite was a question and answer. Alex asked about the bakery's hours. Sam explained. The old clock tower next to it. Sam asked about his dough rising. Alex described how the yeast bubbled. They laughed when Alex's brioche crumbled on his plate. After dinner, Alex had another idea. He remembered how people on Earth had used letters in past centuries to stay close. He decided to write a letter by hand. He found his best pen and paper. He wrote to Sam. Dear Sam, tonight I tasted your home. I smelled its ovens and walked its streets in my mind. I baked honey brioche and drew a map of your town. Every slice reminded me how we share our lives, no matter the miles between. Thank you for teaching me. Please write back and tell me another piece of your world. It's maybe a song or a story or a place you love to sit. Your friend Alex, he folded. The letter and put it in an envelope. He addressed it carefully and dropped it at the postbox the next morning. Then he returned home and waited, feeling patient and hopeful. Days later, a thick envelope arrived for Alex. Inside was a letter from Sam, wrapped around a small pressed flower. The flower was pale purple, and Sam wrote that it grew near the bakery by the old church. The note said, "Alex, your letter made me feel at home. I pressed this flower so you can see where I sit each morning. Next, I'll tell you about our music festival. I hope you feel my town inside your heart." Alex held the flower gently. He placed it in a book to keep it safe. He read the letter again and felt warmth spread through him. He realized that every small act, baking, drawing, writing, built a bridge between them. That night, Alex looked up at the sky. The stars shone faintly in the city light. He thought of Sam under the... Alex woke with a new plan. He remembered Sam's promise to tell him about the music festival in Samstown. Music had a power to bring people together. Alex decided to learn an instrument so he could share a song with Sam. He looked online for a simple instrument, found a small ukulele that cost little money and shipped quickly. Alex ordered it with excitement. He imagined strumming chords and sending a recording to Sam. He believed that music could cross any distance. When the ukulele arrived, Alex felt joy. He unpacked it carefully and held the smooth wood. Watched a short tutorial video that taught 3 basic chords, C, F, and G. Alex practiced each chord, pressing strings and strumming slowly. His fingers felt awkward at first, but he smiled at the sound. Each evening, Alex spent 30 minutes practicing, learned to switch between chords without pausing. He played a simple tune and hummed along. Sometimes his family walked by and stopped to listen. Alex felt proud. He was doing something new and brave. After a week, Alex felt ready. He chose a simple melodious song about hope he remembered from his childhood. He recorded himself playing and singing. His voice was soft and raw, but it carried his feelings. He saved the file as hope for Sam. Next, Alex thought about how to share the song. He made a digital playlist titled Songs Across Stars. He added his recording first, then asked friends and family to send their favorite hopeful songs. Soon, the playlist had 20 tracks from different people. It felt like a community gift. Alex sent the playlist link to Sam with a message. "This is our festival. I play the first song. Then you and I can add more." He waited, imagining Sam discovering the music. He believed that small acts like sending a song could show big care. That night, Alex had another idea. He opened the virtual reality room they built. He added a small stage by the lake, with 2 simple microphones and a light string above. He tested the stage, stepping in VR and strumming a chord. The stage glowed under the twin suns. Sent Sam an invite. "Let's have a concert here," he wrote. "Bring your favorite song and I will play mine." Alex felt a flutter of hope. He knew Sam loved live music. He imagined both of them playing under virtual stars. The next day, Sam joined the VR room. Sam held a small instrument in ocarina that Sam had picked up in the new town. Sam explained how to play one note.
Alex
Smiled and learned quickly. Then Alex played his song, Hope for Sam. His fingers moved over chords, and his voice echoed in the virtual cottage. Sam listened quietly. After the song, Sam clapped and smiled. Then Sam played a gentle tune on the ocarina. The notes flew across the lake and mixed with the ukulele. Their music blended like 2 rivers meeting. Alex felt warmth and pride. After their small concert, they talked about hosting a virtual festival. They invited friends from school and neighbors to join the playlist. They planned to meet in the VR room the next week at sunset. Alex marked his calendar and counted the days. Over the next days, Alex organized the playlist. He learned to upload songs and add descriptions. He wrote about each song, why it mattered, what hope it carried. He included stories how his grandmother sang lullabies, how his cousin learned guitar after an accident. Each story showed how humans never gave up. When the festival day arrived, Alex sat by his computer. The VR room filled with avatars, old friends, family members, and even a few classmates. Sam greeted each person and showed them the stage. Alex felt amazed. His simple idea had grown into a shared event. Alex strummed the opening chord. The festival began with his song. Then others took turns playing and singing. Laughter and applause echoed across the lake. The virtual cottage glowed with light and sound. Alex looked at Sam's avatar and knew that distance had fallen away. As the night ended, Alex felt his heart full of hope. He had learned an instrument, built a stage, and brought friends together. He had shown the power of human spirit to create, to share, and to unite across any gap. He believed that no matter how far people moved away, hope and action could always bring them close again. Alex woke the next morning with a gentle excitement. The virtual music festival had brought them closer, but he felt there was more he could do. He looked at his calendar and noticed that Sam's birthday was only a week away. He decided to create a special gift that would remind Sam of their friendship and the power of human care. He opened his laptop and started a new folder named Memory Book. He wanted to collect photos, messages, and short videos from friends and family who knew both him and Sam. He believed that sharing these memories would show Sam how many people cared, even across the miles. He wrote a message to his classmates. "I'm making a birthday surprise for Sam. Please send me a photo, short note, or a video clip." Within hours, messages began to arrive. His little sister sent a drawing of the two friends playing in the park. His best friend from school shared a video of their last game together. Even his favorite teacher recorded a cheerful happy birthday message. Alex felt his heart swell with gratitude. These small acts of kindness reminded him of humanity's greatest strength. People coming together to support one another. Alex organized the files into a simple slideshow. He chose a soft, hopeful song he had learned on his ukulele as background music. Then he added captions under each photo explaining where it was taken and why it mattered. Under the video from his teacher, he wrote, "This reminds us to keep learning and growing no matter where we are." He wanted every slide to carry a message of hope. Next, Alex remembered their virtual reality room. He decided to turn the memory book into a virtual gallery. He opened the VR app and added a long hallway with glowing frames on each wall. He placed the first photo under gentle lighting and the next a few steps away. At the end of the hall, he designed a small stage where the slideshow would play on a floating screen. He tested the gallery by walking through it himself. The framed photos glowed softly as he passed. When he reached the stage, the video began to play. He watched the faces of friends from home wishing Sam well. He felt tears in his eyes. The virtual world felt warm and real, and he knew Sam would feel the same. On Sam's birthday, Alex sent an invite. "Meet me in our cottage at 8 p.m. your time. I have something special." As the sun set over his own town, Alex waited in VR, checking the frames one last time. When Sam's avatar appeared, Alex waved. Sam looked around, eyes wide. "What is this?" Sam typed. Alex guided Sam down the glowing hallway. Each frame held a memory. The park, the classroom, the music festival stage. Sam paused at each one, reading the captions and smiling softly.
Oh.
When they reached the end, the slideshow began. Sam watched the videos, hearing friends and teachers send birthday wishes. Alex stood beside Sam's avatar, his heart full. When the video ended, Sam's avatar turned to Alex and typed, "This is the best gift I have ever had. I feel so close to home." Sam then surprised Alex by opening a small gift icon and handing him a virtual trophy labeled Best Friend. Alex laughed and accepted it. They placed the trophy on a virtual shelf together as they left the VR room. Alex realized the distance was still there, but it felt smaller now. He had built a gallery, gathered memories, and celebrated Sam's day in a way that showed human creativity and hope. He knew that humans had built monuments, crossed oceans, and walked on distant worlds. Yet the greatest monuments were moments like these acts of kindness that built bridges between hearts. That night, Alex shut down his computer and looked at the real sky. The stars glimmered like distant lanterns. He thought of Sam looking up at the same sky, feeling remembered and loved. Alex smiled. knowing that hope was something people made with their own hands and hearts. And as long as people kept choosing connection and care, no distance could ever truly keep them apart. Alex woke one morning with a new thought. He felt the distance from Sam grow smaller after the memory gallery and the birthday concert. But he wanted something they could build together over time. He wanted a project that would keep them connected for weeks, months, and maybe longer. He believed that working on something side by side, even far apart, would show the strength of their friendship and the hope that people carried in their hearts. He sat at his desk and wrote down ideas. Maybe they could write a story together, chapter by chapter, or they could learn a new language and practice by video call. But then he remembered how they both loved nature. He thought of planting seeds. He could start a tiny garden by his window, and Sam could do the same. He could watch their plants grow and share every change. That felt right. Alex sent Sam a message. "Let's start a twin garden. I'll plant seeds here and you plant the same there. We watch and grow together," Sam replied quickly. "I love that idea. I will get pots and seeds today." Alex smiled. He ordered small pots, soil and seed packets, sunflowers, cherry tomatoes, and basil. He set them on his windowsill and lined them up neatly. Each pot looked bare, but full of promise. That evening, Alex and Sam met on video call. Alex showed his pots, empty but ready. Sam held up a wooden crate with pots of the same size. They both filled their pots with soil, patting it down gently. They placed one seed in each pot and covered it with a thin layer of soil. Alex said, "I planted sunflower here, basil next, tomato last." Sam wrote the same on a sticky note and placed it by the pots. Over the next days, Alex sent photos of his pots. He measured the soil moisture with a small meter and noted the temperature by the window. Sam did the same in a cooler room in the new house. They created a simple shared document online to record their observations. Each morning, Alex took a photo and added details. Sunflower sprout not yet, basil seems damp, tomato soil good. Sam replied with updates from the other side of the world. After a week, Alex noticed a tiny green shoot in the basil pot. Jumped and took a close photo. He sent it with a message. "Look, basil sprout." Sam replied with 3 basil sprouts in their pot. They cheered on the call, waving at each other's screens. Alex felt a rush of hope. They were growing something together, and the distance did not matter. Human care and persistence could make life bloom anywhere. When the basil plants grew a few leaves, Alex and Sam added small stakes to support them. Alex painted his stakes bright yellow. Sam painted theirs sky blue. They joked about whose paint job was neater. They added names to the stakes. Hope on Alex's sunflower and dream on Sam's tomato. Every choice showed their bond and their belief in a better tomorrow. They believed in humanity's power to grow, to nurture, and to connect. As the plants grew taller, Alex thought of a real meeting. He wrote to Sam, "When our sunflowers bloom, let's meet and plant a real garden together." Sam agreed, and they picked a month in the school holidays. Alex checked train and bus schedules, saved money in a jar, and told his parents about the plan. Marked the date on his calendar with a bright star. He felt excited and a little nervous. Meeting Sam in person would be the greatest step yet. 1. Evening, Alex sat by his window and watched the tallest sunflower sprout its first true leaf. He thought of Sam in a different time zone, watching their own garden grow. He realized that they had built something wonderful, not just gardens, but a living sign of hope and care. He closed his eyes and whispered, "Humans can reach across any distance." And he knew that soon they would stand together in the same place, under the same sky, celebrating the power of friendship and the human spirit. Alex woke before dawn, heart thumping with excitement. Today was the day he would meet Sam in person. He packed a small bag with a notebook, a camera, and a jar where he had saved coins for the trip. He slipped out of the house while the sky was still dark and caught the early train. Each mile brought him closer to Sam's town and the garden they had grown together. When Alex arrived, he stepped onto the platform and looked around. The station was quiet but warm in the morning light. He felt a flutter of nerves and hope. He checked his phone. Sam was waiting by the old clock tower, the same one near the bakery. Alex smiled and followed the map he had drawn from Sam's descriptions. Sam was there, leaning against the stone wall. Sam turned and waved, eyes bright. Alex waved back, laughter rising in his chest. They ran to each other and hugged. It felt strange and wonderful to hold Sam's shoulders and hear Sam's voice without a screen. "You made it," Sam said softly. "I can't believe you're here." They walked together to a nearby park where their sunflowers and tomato plants would soon be planted. Alex carried small pots wrapped in cloth, each with the first leaves of basil and tomato. Sam carried seeds saved from their homegrown garden. They sat on a bench under a large tree and unwrapped their pots. The pots looked small in real life, but full of life. "Let's plant them here," Alex said, pointed to a patch of rich soil near a fence. Sam nodded. They dug small holes and placed the pot's plants into the ground. Alex covered the roots with soil and patted it gently. Sam did the same, and they sprinkled the seeds around the young plants. Each seed was a promise of new growth and shared effort. As they worked, passers-by smiled and asked questions. A gardener with a wide hat paused. "What are you planting?" the gardener asked. Alex explained, "We are friends. We grew these in 2 places, and now we plant them together." The gardener nodded and offered extra compost. "Human kindness is wonderful," the gardener said. Alex and Sam thanked the gardener and mixed in the compost. When the planting was done, Alex and Sam stepped back to look. Small green leaves peeped from the earth. The spot by the fence felt alive, as if it pulsed with hope. Alex took out his camera and snapped a picture. He said, "This is our friendship growing." Sam smiled and tied a ribbon around one small stake that read hope. They spent the afternoon exploring the town. They visited the bakery where Sam worked part-time. The baker greeted Sam by name and offered a fresh honey brioche. Alex tasted it and thought of the first time he baked it at home. The sweet bread was warm and soft, just like his memories. They shared the loaf on a bench, smiling at each other. Later, they climbed the hill behind the town where twin suns rose in the virtual world they had built. Real suns here shone bright, casting long shadows. Alex pointed to the horizon and said, "We built a sky together in VR. Now, we share the real sky." Sam nodded and leaned on Alex's shoulder. As the sun began to set, they returned to the garden. The light turned gold, and the young plants glowed. Alex opened his notebook and read aloud a poem he had written during the journey. It spoke of distance, hope, and human hearts reaching out to each other. Sam listened and wiped a tear. When the poem ended, Sam replied with a promise. "We will keep growing our garden and our friendship." Alex felt warmth fill him. He realized that humans could cross oceans, build worlds in code, and plant seeds in soil. But the most human thing of all was love and hope that never gave up. They stayed until stars appeared, and they laid a small lantern by the garden, lighting the area for night. Alex said, "This is our guiding light." Some whispered, "It reminds me of you." As Alex prepared to return home the next morning, he and Sam hugged again. "I'll come back soon," Alex said. Sam replied, "And I'll visit your garden by the lake." They smiled and waved until the train whisked Alex away. On the journey home, Alex looked out the window, thought of the garden, the bakery, the hill, and the warm hug. He felt hope stronger than ever. He knew that no matter the distance, human hearts could bridge any gap. With kindness, creativity, and courage, people could always find a way back to each other. And Alex believed that this was the greatest thing humanity had ever achieved. Asterisk.